Good morning, this is day 119 and it is bright and early. Well, not bright yet, but very early. I want to get to the Araroa River today and cross it today if I can, because tomorrow is forecast for rain, and the Araroa River is apparently the largest river that we actually have to cross, excluding Rakaia and Rangitata. So we have to get across Araroa River, and I want to do that before it starts raining, because the rivers can rise and it could become impassable. So that's my plan. It's a good 19 odd k's I think to the river. Right, on the trail I think. It's pretty early still, and it's pretty dark still, so I'm hoping that I don't lose the trail. There's an orange marker, so that's a good sign. Should be up above the bush line pretty soon anyway, so hopefully there'll be some more light there. Yep, up above the bush line pretty much straight away. So there's the lake, and there's the pass where we go. Alright, made it to the top of the saddle. Quite enjoyed the climb today. It was nice. Came up this valley here and climbed up 370 odd meters up to the saddle from where I camped, and really enjoyed it. The body's feeling good. The views were spectacular, so nice climb, having a good day. So this is where I'm going today, all the way down this valley to the Araroa River. Hopefully get across there, so that's going to be a long, slow downhill, but I hope I get there before too late. Nice, the trail takes us straight into a swamp, and no defined route through here, so just sludge our way through. This is just getting ridiculous now. The wind is just howling across the plains here. It's really difficult to just walk in a straight line. You get blown off course because it's a rough track, and there's wind. But look at this view. Okay, this is the Araroa River. This is the largest river crossing on the TA, given that Rakaia and Rangitata are not actually part of the trail. This is the next biggest one, so it's a bit daunting to cross this, but I'm really keen to get it done today, because I've had 5 days of no rain, and tomorrow it's forecast for downpours, so I'd really rather be on the other side of it. Well, that was an experience. Well, as you can see, I made it across, but boy, it was strong in the middle there, and broke a pole for the second time, third time, and lost my balance, got swept away, swept down the river, but managed to swim my way out of it. So, well, glad to be out of the river, that's for sure. What an adventure today has been. I got out of the river and soaking wet, of course, and with this wind I was getting cold really fast, so I was going to get hypothermic, so there's no way I could carry on. So I've set up tent here behind this bush thing that will just give me a little bit of protection from the wind. And yeah, so I'm just drying out and trying to pick myself up, and I'll stay here the night and carry on tomorrow. I did want to get probably about another 3 k's today, but yeah, there was no way I was going to do that with the state I was in. So I'm here, so making the best out of a bad situation. I managed to more or less fix my pole a bit today. I've got to put some duct tape on it, and it's getting shorter by the day, and I've lost the tip on it, so it's not going to last long, but hey, maybe it'll get me through to Wanaka or Queenstown and I can get a replacement. So good morning. Well, it's day 120. Bright and early. It's still 4 in the morning now, so I knew that the chance of rain was going to be fairly high, sort of 40% by 6 AM, so kind of keen to get up and pack up the tent before the rain hits and hit the road. So as soon as I started hearing a few spits on the tent, I was awake. Well, this is bloody hairy. Going up this screed bank by head torch. No idea if I'm going the right way or not, but upwards is a good direction, so I keep going that way. But boy, some of this is loose, and I'm worried about sliding all the way to the bottom again. Oh, I think I'm nearly at the top now. Hey, here's the mark. Whew. Woohoo! Did it. Those clouds look gloomy up there. I've had a few spits of rain, but nothing to speak of as yet. But I don't think that will last. That river crossing yesterday still annoys me. I should have stuck to my original plan, which was to cross above the rapids, get halfway across, and then head downstream following the shallowest bit. But got across most of the way across, and then saw the far bank. It wasn't far away, it's only a few steps away, but suddenly it got very deep and swift, so couldn't handle it, and lost my balance, broke the pole, fell over, and got swept downstream of it. But looking on the bright side, one of the good things I learnt is that it's quite possible, you know, once you're in the flow, to swim with your pack on and get across quite safely. And here we have Tin Hut, and time for a break. I think I'll have a rest and a snack, and I think that Ryan might be in here. In fact, those are Ryan's shoes. Alright, just leaving Tin Hut, and it's only 9:25 in the morning, so heading up the hill here. I've already done half of what I planned to do today anyway, so I'm doing pretty well. Next stop is Top Timaru Hut via Martha Saddle. Really feel like I'm getting up into the mountains again now. It's only a 800 metre climb up from Tin Hut, so nothing much really. Hey, made it to Martha Saddle. Woohoo! What a climb that was! That was ridiculous. It wasn't overly steep, but it just went on and on. It was relentless. So I'm just so impressed with my aerobic fitness now compared with the way I was when I started at top of the South Island. So it just powered up there, but boy, that was hard work. Oh, thank God, there's Top Timaru Hut. Going up to the saddle it wasn't that bad, but coming down this side of the saddle it was horrendous. The rain started bucketing down and the wind was blowing and I got drenched to the skin. I was seriously hypothermic, so oh boy, I am just thinking Wanaka stars and I managed to get this far. I just hightailed it down here as quickly as I could possibly get here. The rain stopped now. Thank God. Oh, but I need to get inside, get a change of clothes, get a hot coffee and some chocolate. Those are 3 imperatives. Well, that was another adventurous day today, that's for sure. I don't know whose idea it was to climb that scree slope in the dark first thing this morning. I don't know whose idea it was to walk all day in the pouring rain either. Another fool. Going up to Martha Saddle was good. I got to Tin Hut nice and early in the day, about 9 o'clock, and Ryan was there, so he'd stayed there the night, so we walked up to Martha Saddle together, and that was quite good. Quite enjoyed that bit of it, but coming down the other side, the rain set in and it was pouring and the wind was blowing, and I got really hypothermic. I raced down the hill as quickly as I possibly could to just keep the body warm and to get here as soon as possible. It's the first time that I've seriously started thinking about the SOS button on the side of the inReach. Yeah, that was going through my mind quite often. But anyway, got here. And we're all settled in. You can see all the washing, all the clothes are all up there, trying to dry them out, and I've been inside in the sleeping bag warming up and had some food and so forth. So yeah, happy enough now. So it's all good. Good morning, day 121, and just leaving Top Timaru Hut. Gonna go down the Timaru River to Stoddy's hut today. So it's not very long, it's only 13 k's, but I take it it's going to be a fairly hard walk. I'm going to take the high water route rather than walking in the river. I've heard mixed stories about it. Some say that it takes ages, about 12 hours, but other people say it's shorter. So, and given that the river is high and silty, I can't see in that, so the top route it is. I've just been sitting down having a little lunch break and a little rest. And look at this spot, isn't this just beautiful? There's a little stream down here flowing away and just forest all around, sun filtering through. Just beautiful, it's just perfectly calm and still, and yeah, lovely spot. Okay, done the river section. It's 11 k's, and now the last little section up to Stoddy's hut. It's only 1.5 to 2 hours apparently, so it's only 2.2 k's there. The gotcha is it's 500 meters elevation gain up a very steep track, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to sit down and have a rest and have some snacks and then give it a go. getting close to the tree line now, and I'm pretty sure that Stoddy's hut is up in that valley there somewhere. So, not too far to go. Finished the climb, thank goodness. Just on the last traverse across to the hut now. So that climb was brutal. That was just full on up and steep every second. So wow. And the last part of it was in the full on sun, so hard work and hot. I'm looking forward to the hut now. Stoddy's hut at last. I don't think I could walk many more steps, if any. Wow, that was a big day. It's only 13.5 k's, but it took 9 hours. It was hard work. The whole track was hard. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice track to walk on. Yeah, it was fun and interesting, and a nice sting in the tail right at the end. Coming up that hill. I was very glad to see this hut. Stoddy's hut has some rustic charm, shall we say, but yeah, it'll do me. Good morning. It's day 122. Just left Stoddy's hut and heading up the hill, up onto the ridge up behind me. And then a walk along, I think it's mostly 4-wheel drive tracks, up to the top of Breast Hill, and that's going to be a highlight. So I'm looking forward to the views from Breast Hill over Lake Hauia. Should be really nice, and today is the perfect day for it. Clear blue sky, not a cloud to be seen. Here we are, Breast Hill, the best view in all of Te Araroa. Look at that, Lake Hauia in the foreground, Mount Aspiring over the back. There's Lake Wanaka over in the background there, and Wanaka Township, Hauia Flats. I've been looking forward to being here for a very long time. This is a real highlight being here. It's just, and the day is just absolutely perfect for it. It's just beautiful clear blue sky. I just can't believe it. And this view, it's a view to die for. I am well and truly sick of this track now. It's done me in, it really has. I'm in a sheltered spot at the moment, but the wind's trying to blow me off the mountain, and I've got this sort of crap to deal with. Clambering down super steep, rocky rubbish. Oh, not happy. And 950 meters to the hut. It's well over 1100 meters to Breast Hill. I'm munted. But I'm down at last. Down here's the lake. Right here. Good morning. It is day 123. Starting again. I had a lovely stay with some friends in Hauia Flat, so feel much recuperated, and now I'm walking along the shore of Lake Hauia to Hauia Village, and then down the Hauia River and through Albert Town and then into Wanaka. So hopefully it should be a fairly flat day and fairly simple. So I hope my legs can hold up to the challenge. is the Haue outlet. So that's phase 1 done, the walk across the bottom of Lake Haue, and now I'm going to be following the Haue River. This is the Haue wave, a human-made weir that they set up so that you could surf on the waves, so you can surf in a kayak or bodyboard or even surfboard on the wave there, and there's another one just downstream there. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you can just see there the Albert Town swing bridge over the river, and then behind the trees there you can see Albert Town and Mount Iron, and behind that is Wanaka, destination for today hopefully. There's the Haue River Bridge. I'm getting closer. And here's the Clutha River. I've just got to follow this track up the river to the outlet from Lake Wanaka, and then follow that around to Wanaka Township. A little case of 11 kilometres walk, which in normal circumstances would be fine, but I am struggling now. My legs are really sore, so I'm hobbling again. So I have been hobbling all day. It's going to be a struggle to get into Wanaka alone, and then I'm going to need to find a physio, I think, and get somebody to have a look at it and see if they can help me. It took me was it 9.5 hours, something like that, to get 26 k's. I couldn't finish the last 4 k's. I had to get a lift for the last 4 k's because I just couldn't go any further. So I'm pretty broken at the moment, and I'm going to have to take some time, have a bit of a rest, and go and see a physio and try and recover before I can get back on trail again, because yeah, this is not working for me at the moment. I should really be enjoying this trip, and I really want to enjoy this trip, but when you're walking in pain, that's just not enjoyable anymore. So I've got to get on top of that first and then carry on. I'm so close to the end, I don't want to stop, and I want to get this body right and get myself going again. So I'll take a bit of time to do that, and then hopefully be able to get back on trail without having to call it quits here. So fingers crossed for that. Good morning. It is day 124, and just having a little short day today, a Nero day, nearly 0 k's. So just about 4 k's to plug the gap from where I got picked up at the end of the last day's walking, and I'll walk back into Wanaka from here. So I'll close that gap. Well, I've referred to myself as a purist TA hiker before. I discovered over the last few days another term for that, an EFI hiker. EFI meaning every fucking inch. And with that in mind, this is the spot where I got picked up a few days ago and driven into Wanaka the last 4K. So I've hitched and walked back to here, and I will start again from this spot and walk 4Ks back to where I'm staying. So I will plug that gap now. I've had a few days off the trail while I get some medical treatment. So I've been to some physio sessions to sort out the hip flexor issues that I've been having. So that has been helping a lot, so things are feeling a lot better. And I've also been to the medical centre to get them to have a look at my back, because I was pretty worried about that. I had a bulge in my back, which was very reminiscent of when I first had my accident and had spinal fluid leaking into my back. So I was concerned that had happened again, and that's something that would easily put me off the trail and send me back home to go and see the surgeons. But the doctors here are reasonably confident that that's not a problem. It's just a bit of swelling, probably because of my backpack rubbing, something like that. And they've given me the all clear to carry on the trail, so very relieved. So today is just a little shakeout day, try things out, test out my hip flexor, see how that's going, see if it's going to be up to rejoining the trail, and fingers crossed, if it all goes well, I'd like to start going again tomorrow, if not the next day at the latest. Oh, there we go, mission accomplished. I plugged the gap from where I got picked up through to my accommodation, so I'm all ready to go again.